To better serve the citizens of Tampa, Code Enforcement and the Clean City Division have merged together to create the Neighborhood Enhancement Division. Hi, I'm Sal Ruggiero, Manager of Neighborhood Enhancement, and I'd like to show you how our division works, how we inspect violations, what you can do when you receive a violation, how we can help qualify homeowners to come into compliance, how we deal with non-compliance, and how Neighborhood Enhancement is being proactive in educating the public about the City of Tampa's code. The Neighborhood Enhancement Division enforces all non-criminal city ordinances, codes, and regulations, and strives to improve the quality of life for Tampa residents through the maintenance efforts of medians, alleys, and vacant lots, including reducing litter, graffiti, and illegal dumping. This merger between Code Enforcement and Clean City provides a much more expedient and efficient overall response time to issues addressing property maintenance standards, along with maintenance for the city's parkways and neighborhoods. The Neighborhood Enhancement Division deals mostly with two chapters of Tampa City Code, Chapter 19 and Chapter 27. Chapter 19 deals with structural violations, house paint, broken windows, and roof repair. It also deals with environmental problems, overgrowth of vegetation in the yard, accumulation of various items in people's yards, including inoperable vehicles. Chapter 27 issues include sign violations in the city's right-of-way and illegal signs on private property, to include the newer electronic signs. Chapter 27 also deals with zoning land use violations such as operating a business in a residential zone, commercial vehicles in a residential zone, and vendors. A code violation is usually brought to our attention by a citizen's complaint or by one of our 31 inspectors. If you have any concerns about a code violation, please give us a call at area code 813-274-5545. To give you a better understanding of the code enforcement process, we'd like to give you the opportunity to ride along with one of our inspectors. Inspector Alan Villa has 15 years of experience and is a great asset to our department.
My typical day starts with usually head into the office. We would get our paperwork, sign whatever letters we need to mail out, then head out into the field. We have our daily inspections that are due that day. During the course of our travel time from one to the other, we would be proactive, meaning we would look around if we do see an overgrown lot or an inoperative vehicle or structure that needs to be written up. We can always just stop and be proactive. Other things we do is we'll meet with the property owners. We'll do site visits, meet with construction companies that may be doing repairs to structures, homeowners that have questions about their violations or that may be ready for reinspection. And that's basically what our daily work is inspections, re-inspections, being proactive, and meeting with people in the community. The most common ones are overgrown properties or vacant lots, accumulations of junk, trash, and debris, inoperative vehicles. Those are the three most common. Sometimes we may have a tenant call in and say that their structure or their apartment needs to be inspected. We'll do interior inspections. We don't do new construction. And like I said, the overgrown properties, accumulations, and inoperative vehicles are the three most common violations. Here we are this morning in Sulphur Springs. We're here at a structure where we received plenty of complaints from TPD, fire, and residents in the neighborhood. As you can see, the structure is open. We received another complaint that it was open, and we're going to go ahead and take a look inside and see if anyone's there, and we'll contact the owners and get them to secure it again. Hello, code enforcement. As you can see inside here, we have windows that are busted out. Property's in really bad shape. We have contacted the owner. You can see the roof is falling in. It's in pretty bad disrepair. And we're having a lot of problems. As you can see, it's pretty dark in here with vagrants. Hello? What you doing in here, man? You need to come out. Where are you at? All right, come on out. Where are you at? Let me see you. Just to let you know, this building we're having a lot of problems with, and TPD's coming in here a lot, checking on it. And anybody in here, they're going to be arrested. So this has been a pretty bad spot here. So you may not. Yeah. No, I understand, but yeah, just to let you know that TPD is going to be around here. On the door, the green sticker that allows them to arrest anybody that's in here. All right? Have a good one, man. That's what we're trying to avoid in getting this property secured, is having homeless and vagrants in here. And we will definitely contact the owner and make sure that he does secure this, and something's got to be done. This is a pretty bad, this has been an eyesore in this neighborhood for a long time. A lot of times when you're driving through the city, you'll see these stickers here. They're actually police notices, and what they are is just to let everyone know that this property, any trespassing, anybody that's on this property can and will be arrested. A lot of these notices you'll see throughout the city, especially on vacant buildings. Here you have, when we cite an owner to secure the vacant code means all windows and doors need to be secured. As you can see, this door is secured. 2 windows here, the skylights are secured, as well as this window. We do ask that the wood be painted the color of the structure. Apparently, in recent days, people were getting in through here. The wood was taken off. The owner has tried to comply by putting up wood, and now this would have to be painted. But as you can see, the majority of these windows and doors are secured. We're just having problems still with some doors on the side of the structure where people are still getting inside. Next inspection, we received a complaint is here on Mulberry Street, again in Sulphur Springs. We received a complaint that the structure is open. We'll do a walk around and check it out, and you can see the property. It's overgrown. Looks like a lot of illegal dumping, trash in the back, some illegal dumping there. So again, we'll contact the owner, have him clean up the property, and we'll definitely be checking to see if the structure is open. If it is, we'll make sure no one's in there, and we'll contact the owner. Code enforcement. Anybody in here? Doesn't look like anybody's in here. Again, you can see Property's been vandalized. At one time, the owner did try to secure it. It does have some of the windows secured, the front door and back door open. Vagrants are definitely getting in here. You can see where there's a hole in the roof, a lot of water damage. You can see where they cut the wall for the copper, when they take all the copper piping out. Bathroom, you can see where the roof leaking. Some windows are secured, some aren't, so we'll definitely be contacting the owner. And this is another one that we'll have him secure. He'll have every opportunity to fix it up to code or secure it to vacant code. If not, this one will probably end up condemning as well. You can see where they're just kicking the door in. He's tried securing it, but they're still getting in. Around the back, you can see definitely there's illegal dumping. This definitely needs to get cleaned up, so we'll definitely be getting with the owner on this property as well. A lot of our complaints we receive are generated through the citizens of the neighborhood. They call in through customer service. We received something here on this property, and as you can see, it was for overgrowth, and the property is extremely overgrown. Looks like it's a vacant house. We'll go ahead and we'll walk around. I believe there's some minor violations for accumulations on the side, and we'll go ahead and contact the owner. We'll go ahead and mail him a letter that he is under violation, and hopefully we can get this cleaned up as soon as possible. Another one of our most common violations is inoperative vehicles. As you can see on this property here, we have 1, 2, possibly 3 inoperative vehicles. You can see where they're not street operable. There's grass growing around it, flat tires. As you come around on this side over here, you can see where the vehicle doesn't have a current tag, which makes it an inoperative vehicle. So in the city of Tampa, you're not allowed to have inoperative vehicles on your property, and clearly you can see where there's 3 of them here. So we'll go ahead and cite the owner, send them a letter, and get these vehicles off the property. Snipe signs. These are one of our biggest challenges throughout the city. These are placed daily on right-of-ways. They're placed in areas where they become side obstructions. From the sidewalk to the street is considered the city right-of-way. And as you can see, they're just placed one after another. And these are a challenge. Every day we're constantly taking these. We confiscate about 3,000 of these a year, if not more. And this is just an ongoing process where this is done daily. During our routes as we're traveling, we're constantly stopping on intersections, removing these. And it's something that we're going to need. We're really trying to cut down and crack down on these. Unfortunately, some of our violations are more serious. As we have here, this violation was for a structure. We cited the owner. We gave him every opportunity to bring up the structure to code. That didn't happen during our process, and this is what the result is, where the house would be demoed, the property would be cleaned, and eventually this would just be a dirt lot after the demolition is completed. Not only does code enforcement handle residential, we also do commercial. As you can see here, we're on Florida Avenue, and we have this vacant commercial building that is in pretty bad shape. You can see where it's collapsing in, it's being held up by bracing, and this structure is actually going to be coming down tomorrow morning. Code enforcement does handle a lot of commercial properties, and just like the residential, we'll give the owners opportunity to fix up. If they don't do it, this is what's going to happen. It's going to deteriorate, and we'll end up knocking it down. As you can see, demolition is almost completed. Now they'll start the cleanup process, and in a few hours this will be nothing but just a vacant lot. We're here back in Sulphur Springs, and earlier we were here showing how important it is to secure these vacant buildings throughout the city. And over my shoulder here, we had a historic building that the owner and code enforcement worked very hard in keeping secured. The homeless in the area kept getting in, and unfortunately one night the structure was burned down. And as you can see now, a historic building has been lost forever. It's just a vacant land that's now being sold. And this is just something that the city's working really hard and trying to keep from happening. Is these vacant buildings, we're making sure that we can get them secured to vacant code and keep this from happening throughout the city. The number one thing here in our department here in code enforcement is compliance. We try to work with everyone, and our main goal and objective is for compliance.
Our inspectors are always out in the community. So if you have any concerns about your neighborhood, please feel free to approach us, and we'll do our best to help alleviate your problem. Once a violation has been determined, an inspector issues a notice of violation to the landowner or tenant. They then have 21 days to correct the violation. After 21 days, the inspector will process the case to one of the following: issue a civil citation starting at a $75 penalty, The landowner or tenant then has 30 days to pay the fine. After 30 days, a court date is scheduled. If the violator pays the citation and the violations continue to exist, the next citation is $150. If the violator does not pay the citation, or if they challenge the citation, a hearing will be scheduled to appear in civil court. If found guilty at this hearing, a daily fine is assessed and a lien placed on the property. The owner will be billed for the abatement costs plus an administrative fee. If the bill is not paid, a lien is placed on the property for the amount owed. These are usually cases that the previous methods have not achieved compliance. They may result in fine or actual jail time. If you have received a notice of violation and you are having difficulty coming into compliance due to a hardship situation, either physical or financial, there may be assistance available for owner-occupied properties. You may contact our Diversion Services Program at 813-274-7574 to see if you qualify or are eligible for assistance. The City of Tampa wants its citizens informed, and Mayor Bob Buckhorn has even enacted the Neighborhood University program. During this proactive 12-week course, participants will learn skills to help establish and maintain successful neighborhood organizations, as well as experience your city administration on a whole new level. It is our hope that through the Neighborhood University, we will be able to help both current and future neighborhood presidents and leaders whom we rely on to be the eyes and ears and voice back to us.
This is important stuff. This is a great time for this community. I mean, it really is. This city is at the precipice of some really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. And part of that is having strong neighborhoods. And our ability to attract the best and the brightest from around the globe to come here means we got to have a great quality life. We got to have a downtown that's booming, that's 18 hours a day with shops and restaurants. We've got to have the amenities that folks are looking for, not only for us, but for those that we are seeking to attract here. So it's all connected. It's absolutely all connected. And you guys are a big part of it.
Our number one goal here at Neighborhood Enhancement is compliance, and we will do everything in our power to help citizens reach that goal.